I reckon this will save the game. Ladies and gentlemen, g'day, welcome back to the channel. My name is Economics Mate, and this is World of Tanks Blitz, and this is the Kampfpanzer 07P mystery. A sexy tank indeed. I'm not sure about the camouflage, but the tank itself is pretty sexy. What do I mean by this is going to save the game? Okay, well, let's go into the training rooms. Oh, by the way, can I just say, a fun room, city life, blah, 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 fun room, a lot of Polish room. I didn't even know that was a thing. Polish room. God's sake. Anyway, there's a lot of interesting rooms out there. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is we're going to talk about things that I think is going to save the game. Probably first and foremost is going to be, and I'm going to go straight off the bat here. First and foremost is definitely going to be the matchmaking, okay? A lot of people complain about the matchmaker. People are saying, oh, you know, they need to fix it up. There's too much lag. There's too much ping, which is another thing that we're going to get into. The server lag, server ping is definitely something that needs to be fixed. Definitely something that needs to be addressed. And packet loss is something, if Wargaming can fix, would be absolutely phenomenal and definitely something that will save the game. Again, with the matchmaking, a lot of people are complaining about the matchmaker and how, you know, teams are consisting a lot of just noobs and whatnot, and a lot more AFKs than usual, and I get where they're coming from. Can I just say, by the way, I love the Old Falls Creek. I freaking love this map. This is nostalgia amplified. It really, really is. And this is one of the things that I think is going to save the game. We're going to get to the maps in a minute. The matchmaker. Fixing the matchmaker, for sure. I'm not saying introduce skill-based matchmaking. No. We saw what kind of shit show that was and how everyone reacted to that absolutely ridiculous implementation. No. Not skill-based matchmaking. No. Just fix the matchmaker up in a sense where you're able to sort of monitor how and what kind of players are placed in the battles. A lot of people complain, oh, there's noobs and whatnot. Yeah, but that's normal. That's with any game, okay? Let's not complain about the noobs, but rather let's complain about those players that go AFK on purpose, that purposely troll other players and block other players for the misery of other people, and purposely lose matches because they just want to lose a match. That's who we should be getting rid of, right? And fixing the matchmaker so we don't have so much bloody tank destroyers in the game, you know, per match. It's not something that we want to see more often than not. So yeah, matchmaker for sure. Packet loss, ping, FPS drops, all that kind of stuff. Definitely something that needs to be addressed, needs to be talked about more often, and definitely needs to be spoken about in retrospect. It's something that really needs to be brought to attention, and hopefully Wargaming can do something about it. Now, that's those two. What else needs to be fixed? The over-monetization of Blitz is another thing I've been discussing constantly. I made a video about it yesterday. I'm going to talk about it today. The over-monetization of Blitz with predatory monetization, basically selling everything at ridiculous prices and constantly putting things in crates, needs to be fixed. We need to fix that issue. We need to basically abolish that. Not entirely, but make it in a way where it's going to be beneficial to the community. That the community is actually going to enjoy. By the way, there you go, Falls Creek. There's a waterfall right there in the background. Why can't we have this map as standard? Why do we need to have the new one? Or the current one? This is better. This is a bigger drop, by the way. Bigger drop. Or, yeah, or slightly bigger drop. Anyway. And it's actually a stream. Look at that. Yeah, just have it, just make it in a way where it's more fun, it's more engaging. The different types of things that you're going to be introducing for people to, you know, for sale. Selling certain items and selling certain tanks at a ridiculous price is not something that is on people's bingo card every single time. We're kind of sick of it at this point. Everything in crates, everything gambling. So when they come out at stupid prices, and then Wargaming give us all these pop-up offers that randomly come up, which is another thing as well that needs to be addressed, by the way. Whenever you jump in the game, completely ambushed with so many pop-up offers. It's not even funny. It's ridiculous. That's another thing that needs to be addressed. All these pop-up offers that randomly, come in to my feed when I'm playing a game. I don't want to see that crap. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. So again, clean up the UI, get rid of all the pop-up offers. We don't want to see that sort of thing, okay? Yeah, I know you guys need to make money, but you can make money by increasing the amount of demand and decreasing the amount of profit you make per purchase that we make, because the more people that purchase tanks, and yeah, I guess crates as well, I guess they're not going to go away, the better your revenue will be in the long run, because there's going to be a significant amount of people purchasing at prices that actually make sense. So that's another thing as well. Another big thing, and I think is something that honestly they're addressing at the moment, is the lack of content, the lack of tech tree tanks coming in. And we obviously have a new tech tree that's coming in. It was announced a couple days ago on their YouTube channel. It's a new tech tree that's coming in. It's going to be exciting to see how that goes. A hybrid nation tech tree. There's people that are playing the tanks on the test server as we speak, or have played them on the test server. I don't know if it's still open or not. Regardless, they're interesting tanks to say the least, and it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to perform as the very first hybrid nation tank tech tree. And I want to see more tech trees being added into Blitz, because that is where the content is. The whole point of people playing the game is not so they can just play matches. No, it's so they can grind more tanks, so you can keep going and want more progression. Introduce more tank lines. Keep the progression going. Don't just introduce tank after tank after tank in crates and crates and crates and crates. You're just going to ruin the game for the rest of the people that actually just want to play it and grind it. And finally, and last but not least, is probably, in my opinion, one of the biggest things that has obviously been introduced into the game recently, and that is the reintroduction of old maps like this. So we got Falls Creek from 2014, we have Oasis Palms from 2014, and we have Middleburg from 2014. Now, some people are complaining that, I don't know what I'm doing, I have no idea how to play on this map, blah, 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 this is a new map. Guys, enjoy the maps that they've given back to us. Okay, we had Lost Temple, which, by the way, it was a Lost Temple that they removed from the game after they redid the map, right? It was not the original Lost Temple. I would love to have the original Lost Temple be brought back. Mirage was brought back, which was awesome to see. I freaking love Mirage. I don't know why they ever thought of removing Mirage. It was such a good map in the first place. So that's another thing as well that they removed. Mirage. What a disappointing turn of events that was. So they got rid of Mirage, and they got rid of Lost Temple. And of course, these maps, obviously, they are the original maps of current maps that we currently have in the game. Understandably so, right? Understandably so. They're maps that we already have in the game, so it's not a big deal. Still, though, it would be nice to have them permanently in the game. I'd love to see them permanently in the game. I honestly would love to see it permanently in the game. It would be nice to see that sort of thing. Anyway, regardless, I would like to see more maps being brought in. And again, map rotations has been removed, which is a big plus. They're going to be removing map rotations, so that's awesome. That's a big thing that they've removed map rotations. Big thing. But now I just want to see more maps being introduced into the game. Sorry, I just heard a C43 go by. Just glorious. That bloody twin turbo V6 just sounds amazing. Anyway, and yeah, like I said, as long as Wargaming listens to our feedback, which they have been listening to, which is good, but is it little too late? I personally don't think it is. I still think there's a lot of hope. I still think that the game has a lot of life to give. But they need to take initiative and actually make these changes so we, the community, can enjoy the game once again. See what I mean? Perfect point. Perfect way to end the video with a bloody pop-up offer about crates. Isn't that great? Seriously, like, look at this shit. We got the black boxes here, which they've nerfed, by the way. We got the AC Sterope container offers. We got this offer. We got the bloody gold box offers. It's just ridiculous, honestly. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments down below what you think would actually save the game. Do you agree with what I had to say? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield. Love you all, and bye-bye.